All right. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's dead set against on using sticks or training tools. So I'm gonna try and experiment here with Old Goose. And I use a training stick and I use a flag, but I'm gonna see what I can do with Old Goose with just using my hands and a brush and my rope and my halter. And we'll see how it goes. Am I using my training stick too much? After all, you want to be close to them. Closer you are to them, the better it is, the easier it is for them to feel your heartbeat, I suppose. So, instead of rubbing him all over with my stick in my bag, I'm gonna see, is my training stick a tool or is it a crutch? Kind of an interesting situation here. Usually, I depend on a stick and a string and a flag, and sometimes I use a gunny sack to pet them with. Well, maybe if I modify what I'm doing, I'm gonna find out, or maybe I'll be able to refine my techniques. We're gonna see. Now we know that our groundwork and our saddle work need to be as close as the same as we can make it. So now I don't have my stick to be my legs, but I do have my lead rope. If I pick up, can I get the inside hind leg? Left and right means back up and give them a pat. So far, so good. Right jaw, left front foot. A full circle. Inside hind leg. Left and right. Big breath. Now, if we have to problem solve here, we don't use the flag or the stick as a weapon anyway. But now I don't have my stick to reinforce my thoughts. All I've got's the end of this rope. Well, that's going to be my legs. Now I'm going to change my mind to stop and see if it works. There. I wanted to stand still. I want him to look at me. Forward. So I just shook the rope at him and he went forward. Well, maybe to reinforce my thoughts, I might be able to think stop here and reinforce that by doing that. I want him to stand still. There. Now I'm going to pick up inside hind leg, out for the shoulder. There. He's feeling pretty fresh today. Inside hind leg, out for the shoulder. As long as they're moving forward, up through the inside. Now I can't rub him with my flag when he faces me, so I got to get in here and get closer. Well, maybe getting closer is not a bad thing. I need one circle. Remember, it's the same as a saddle work. He doesn't get to stop. Unless I ask him to. Inside hind leg, out for the shoulder. And we're looking for him to walk. But if he trots or lopes or whatever, as long as it's forward motion, and I'm still putting my hand up there, and my intentions are, I want to touch him in the belly, just like I would with my leg. There. Direction. Right jaw, left front foot, same. I'm just not using a flag or a stick. So am I using the flag and the stick as a crutch? We're going to get a little greener one here and see. Up, shoulder. There. Now I'm going to stop him. I want to think stop. And I'm going to use the same thing that I made him go with to stop him, to reinforce my thought. I didn't pull him, stop him. I just reinforced my thought. Let's see if it works this way. And I'm not using my flag to tap him in the belly. Now I still think that a stick and a string used correctly, it just makes your arm longer so you don't have to get quite as close. I feel a little unbalanced. Without my stick and my flag in my hand. Now I want to stop. I want to stop him. I'm reinforcing my thought. Keeping him bent, but not pulling on him. There. Now I'm going to walk up here and I'm going to pet him in the belly, where I would have if I had my flag. Now can he stop? I'm thinking stop. And I'm just going to reinforce that thought with this stick, or this string. Remember, the rope means whatever I want it to mean. There. I'm going to pet him. So I basically tapped him in the belly, reinforcing my desire to stop. Now I'm going to see if I can stop him going this way by reinforcing that thought. I want to get up in here and I want to pet him. Forward. So I really do think there's a time and a place for the stick and the string. Am I using it for a crutch? Well, I'm definitely using it because I'm used to using it. I have to change what I'm doing to not use it, but I think it can be done. Now I want him to stop. I really don't want him to yield his hindquarters and back up. If I'd have had my stick, I could have made contact quicker. I want this side to be just a little better. Now when I get the circle established, I'm going to think stop, and I'm going to touch him in the belly to reinforce that thought. I don't want him to back up. I'm thinking stop. And I'm looking right where the cinch goes. If I had my stick and my string or my flag here, I'd be making contact with him. I don't want him to back up. The only thing that I can see with my stick and my string, and it might be just because I'm used to using it all the time, I'm handy with it. So I don't know if it's a crutch or not. I'm going to ask him to go again. Now I'm going to change my mind to stop again. I do want to keep him looking at me, but my hand is stuck to my belly. I'm not going to stop him with my hand. I want him to quit yielding that hindquarters. And if I had my stick and my string, I could make contact quicker. We'll go this way. I'm thinking go. Now I'm thinking stop. I'm going to reinforce that with my hand right there. That's what I wanted. Now we'll see if we can get the other side. Using that stick and string as a tool is part of how we problem solve. And I want him to stop when I put this leg on him here. How can I problem solve without the tool I'm used to? Now I'm thinking stop. I don't want him to yield his hip. On the other side, we could get in there and get a little closer to him. This side here, he's being real fresh about this side, isn't he? But if I can't problem solve without my stick and my string, then I either need to get better, or the stick and the string actually does have value. This is an experiment. I'm holding that up there, and I'm thinking stop. He doesn't get to look away. So this is the first time that I've ever tried to really do this without my stick. I think I could Now, there, I'm thinking stop, there. And I'm reinforcing that thought. Let me try this way. This is the side that he's pretty fresh on. Now he's got the circle established. Now I'm going to put that leg on him and reinforce that thought. I don't want him to yield his hindquarters. There. There. What I find so far is without the stick, I'm relying on my hand a little more. Now I'm thinking go. There we go. Now I'm going to think stop. There. And I'm trying not to pull him. I don't want him to stop because I'm pulling on his face. I want him to stop because I've changed my mind to stop. And I'm trying to reinforce that thought. Now I'm going to change my mind to stop. That's a little better. Rub him down there. Now I'm changed my mind to go. There. And I'm trying to keep my hands behind his eye. I'm trying to do this as close to riding him as I can. Now I'm going to change my mind to stop. And I'm going to stay back by the cinch. I'm thinking to stop. Better. Now I'm going to see if I can leg yield him out. That should be easy. There. Do it a little bit better. Pick up and add my leg. There. Now I'm going to step him across. Pick up and add my leg. There, 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 there. Now I'm going to change my mind to stop. Change my mind to stop. There. So I think there's a time and a place for the stick and string. I think it's more quick. I think it's more effective. But can it be done? Yes. So is the stick in my little experiment a crutch or a tool? I think it's a tool if you use it correctly. I think it's a crutch if you use it incorrectly. That's about as good an answer as my little experiment will be today. Bye.